Hey everybody, Possum 911 here. Thanks for checking out my video. Today we're going to be going over my winter project. I'm going to be turning my my TRX Sport Defender, which is wearing a sport body, into a Chevy Blazer. My first TRX 4 was a Sport, and this one's wearing a Ford Raptor body on it. I do my own artwork, and I love that's half the enjoyment to me is doing the artwork and then driving it around for a while and enjoying it. So let's dive right into what's going on today. On this vehicle, I'll be taking off the wheels. I'll be pulling out the linkages and pulling off the front and rear axles. I'm going to take the guts out of those axles. I'm going to clean all those parts up very well using an old toothbrush and some fuel, clean them off very well outside. And when I'm done, I'll take those when they're dry and I'll take them inside and I'm going to wash them with dish soap and water, and let them clean them off, rinse them off, and then dry those and lay them all out in groups of rear axle, front axle, okay? And then in the brand new parts, I'm going to put them in, instead of the plastic ones, I'm going to put them in brand new metal axles, okay? These are by Ye Racing. They're really nice. They look beautiful, and in these axles, I'm going to put brand new sealed bearings, a full set of winter evenings, a set for the front and a set for the back. They're labeled F and B inside the package. Okay, I saved my old bearings and utilize those later. On the back axle, I'm going to put on the inside portal hub attachment is these Trio Hobbies. This beautiful set right here is perfect. I've got a set of trail covers to go with it, but they've got weights on them. I don't want to use those, so I'm going to use these Harry Benedict covers. Okay, all these components work together smooth as glass. There's no fitting or anything else. They all work together well. On the front, these C-hub carriers are going to go on the front. These are by Hobby Park. And my axles that have the tires attached to them, I'm going to change the original axles and put on these other ones by Hot Racing. And these are made of steel spring. They're portal drive stubs, and they're 10 millimeters longer. That's 10 millimeters right there between my nails. I got my finger up against the spacer, okay? What those do is get your, when you've gone up on it and you haven't gone out, you're a little bit more tippy. But if you've gone up and you put your wheels out a little bit, you're a better solid stance on that. These wheels have a deep cup on this nut right here, this 12 millimeter nut, and because of that deep cut on the cup on that nut, these rub against the portals, so I couldn't use them. So with those extended arms, they're going to allow these to spin beautiful. And I got a set of red ones that's going to go on my Chevy Blazer. All my tires, I use mud slingers, and I put my own rubbers on my own axles. So when I'm done putting all the new componentry together, I pack it all with this white lithium grease. This is the stuff you need to use. Again, Loctite 242. Anything you take off your vehicle, you put it back on, you use Loctite 242. Brand new tires, undo all the nuts one at a time, Loctite each one, from the outside ones to the hub to the back ones that hold the tires together. Loctite those things or you will regret it. That's all I'm going to say. After I've washed all these parts, cleaned all these parts, and repacked them, I'm going to put them back together. But I'm going to use, instead of the original linkages, I'm going to use this TRX4 long arm lift kit. This one's in red, and I have a matching steering linkages to go with this. So all the linkages underneath are going to go red. It's going to look really nice. All right, with this set, it gives you a bracket to drop your servo down for your steering servo. I'm going to put a brand new servo in there. I'm going to take the old one out and put this brand new high torque Traxxas waterproof servo in there, and a steel control horn to go with it. And not only that, with this setup here, you want this BEC to go with it, okay? It's an amazing set altogether. It does a wonderful job. It's all Traxxas components. The only thing I didn't add to that, but I'm going to add to it, is this set of lower shock mounts. These right here you want to use with this. You don't want to just get this and use this without changing your shock mounts. If you leave the stock mounts on there, you'll probably break them. I know for sure your steering will degrade massively because you've gone to a higher angle and you're stretching those plastic parts really bad. Alright, so metal components, these are aluminum or those brass ones, they're great. Now after that, before I put the tires on, these inner fender wells. Okay, these are going to go around the vehicle. This vehicle has them on it. And it's got the rubber outside edges already trimmed to match the body, nice and close. And they're really awesome. It keeps all the pine cones and stuff out of your vehicle. These are great. And again, those go on first, and then these go on last. And after you mount these, you trim them to fit the body, but you leave about a 1/8 of a millimeter, sorry, 1/8 of an inch gap between the body and the fender wells, so you don't rub your paint off there. When that's all done, I'm going to put a set of rock lights in it. Rock lights are amazing. They're very bright, brilliant lights. You could run around at midnight with those things, and that's all you got on, and you can see very well with it. Crawling is amazing with them. The typical light set to go with the Chevy Blazer works with this new set, this Pro light set. This vehicle I put up with the light set to begin with, but I never put the bulbs in it. I just started using it right off the bat, and I couldn't stop myself. But just recently I stopped myself for the winter, and I'm going to put together, cut it out, kitty, and I put it together with this Pro light set. What this does is it takes your old set, it hooks up all the same stuff and everything like that. I've got a light bar to go with it, and what it does is it lets your lights that it lets your lights that used to just go on become high beam and low beam on the front, brake lights in the back, backup lights, signals work, and even your hazard lights. It's an amazing scale bonus to put with your set. What an amazing Christmas present for somebody. Just make sure whatever vehicle they have, you get everything it says in that lineup. It tells you what parts to get with this set so it works with your stuff, okay? So make sure you check that out. It's an amazing set. This here is the last piece of the brain that works. This radio has it in it. My Sport doesn't have one in it. So this is going to go in the radio. It goes in right here. And it's the brain. It allows the radio to talk to the accessories, that program that runs all your lighting and all the heat sensors and everything else in your vehicle. The body, componentry that's going to go with this body. I've got Chevy Blazer steps. I got a new front grille in case that front grille doesn't work with this bumper. I'm going to put this Inora bumper on there, front and back. These are done with titanium coating instead of, or titanium, they call that color, instead of black. And this will go in it if that one doesn't work with it. The one that's on it right now, I cut up to go with this body. I have a set of Chevy Blazer mud flaps. I've got Chevy Blazer windshield wipers, Chevy Blazer backup mirrors and doorknobs, and back tailgate pull, all trackless components. This DJX trailer hitch. These anodized wheel nuts by Hobby Park. They got all kinds of colors: black, red, green. Green ones on here go with my tires. The inner part is that wheel nut. That's not just the tire, but that's something accessory that goes with it, but they match perfect. And on this one here, I got black ones, but I could go with red ones. And again, they're by Hobby Park. This accessory window cages to go on the back window, so my vehicle rolls over, I won't break out my glass. It's just a scale accessory. The mount for my vehicle to fit that body. And then what I have left is the body and the paint. The body right here is a Chevy Blazer Traxxas body. I bought the body. I washed it out when I got it to get all the oils out of it. As soon as I washed it, I rinsed it and dried it out. And when I was done, I put all my window covers on it. And as soon as I was done with the window covers and it was all dried out, I got 4/0 steel wool. That's 4 zeros. On a piece of that, and I lightly sanded everything on the inside to rough up the surface so the paint sticks better. It does a lot better job keeping your paint. This was never done like that, and big crashes cause chunks of paint to break out of there because the paint's holding itself together, but it pops out of the covering. So on the inside of this, when I was done washing, roughing that up, I washed it out again, dry it out, and then I put these stencils on the inside of the hood here. And then what these do, you paint over the inside of that, and when you're done and it's all sealed and you've backed up your paint, you'll peel these off after everything's dry, and then you've got a place clear whatever the design is that you can spray with whatever color to match your paint job. I'm going to do these in purple, and my paint job is going to be this Spastics flip-flop paint. It goes orange, purple, teal. It's pretty amazing, and when it flips to the purple, those barbed wire will disappear on you, right? And then the black area here, I've masked this off because everything that's showing in clear is going to be purple, and then this is going to be black. I back everything up with the black. Listen, I thank you guys for checking out my channel. I appreciate you checking out my video, and if you want to see my race course that I built, you can just check out the older videos. The oldest track video is the oldest part of our track, and the newest one is how far it's gotten. Currently, right now, it's covered with snow, so I'll get out there sooner or later and run around and make a nice video with my GoPro on top of this puppy. You guys have a great day again. Thank you for checking out my channel. I hope you guys have a great day. And remember, if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. Have a good one.